But speaking of great news, Palantir was selected by the National Nuclear Security Administration for a massive 5-year, $89.9 million contract for something they called the Safer Project. So Palantir just announced that the Office of Safety, Infrastructure, and Operations, with a platform for effective knowledge management and data-driven decision-making, announced a deal worth about $90 million for 5 years with Palantir, and that is huge. This is going to help. This is the first time that Palantir has partnered with the National Nuclear Security Administration. Palantir works with a lot of other government organizations, a lot of big companies. They have deals with AWS, IBM, with the military, but this is their first deal with the National Nuclear Security Administration. So that's a big deal. This is a long-term contract which guarantees revenue for the next 5 years, and they're going to be doing similar work they do with other companies, using data analytics, their platforms, their Foundry and Gotham softwares, to help the NNSA measure the health of safety programs across the organization and provide timely insights into data. They're going to help them track, trend, query, analyze, and visualize safety metrics from different sites across the country. And for all of these reasons, this is why many people think that Palantir could be a $1 trillion company within the next, decade. They think this could be the next massive $1 trillion company because of what they do. They're in the data analytics space, and that's an industry that's not going away, and it's only going to continue to get bigger and bigger as the years go on. And having these deals and contracts that they're signing with government organizations, with massive Fortune 500 companies, with the largest companies in the world, all of these contracts keep adding on to Palantir. They keep building on one another, and all the contracts they have now are usually multi-year agreements. So every time they sign a new deal, that guarantees recurring revenue for like 3 to 5 years. On top of this, not only does signing contracts with government organizations, in my opinion, add a lot of confidence for other companies. If you see that one company is managing data for the, government organizations, for AWS, for IBM, that makes them very trustworthy, first of all. But not only that, Palantir now is switching their business model to allow for smaller companies to really be able to pay and sign contracts. So right now, a lot of the way that contracts work with Palantir is they're long-term agreements, a lot of money up front, multi-million-dollar contracts. But now Palantir is offering and are changing their business model to allow for smaller contracts, which opens the door to a brand new market of smaller businesses, like, mid-market cap companies that are maybe less than $1 billion in market cap, or a couple $100 million, that want to do business with Palantir, but maybe don't want to spend $20 million or have a multi-year contract where they have to pay a lot of money up front. So now Palantir not only has this deal with the NNSA, but they also are changing their business model to allow for more customers to be able to really do business with Palantir, which in my opinion opens the door up dramatically and really helps them out. I think this stock definitely is going to be a massive winner for years and years to come, and potentially could be a $1 trillion company down the road if they keep going at this rate.